Bibroma, Uya Ase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Yisrael, Ve'iveru, Amen. I can make this a little louder. Okay. Ose Shalom, Bibroma, Uya Ase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Yisrael, Ve'iveru, Amen. Ose Shalom, Bidromav, Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'iveru, Amen. Let me hear you. Ose Shalom, Bidromav, Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'iveru, Amen. Let's do one more. Ose Shalom, Bivromav, Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'iveru, Amen. Take it up high. Ose Shalom, Bivromav, Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'iveru, Amen. Welcome back. I'm very happy to see all of you. We had a great time last night. We were going to keep going with stories and singing. And I want to commend you all for being here. As some of you know, I'm going to be doing the Devar Torah on Friday. I'm a little nervous about it. But thank you. Yes, I do. I feel the love. But what I am going to talk about is because it's Song of the Sea portion, about singing and how that used to be so integral to daily life and now it isn't. And maybe offering some ways that we can bring it back and learning a little bit about why it went away and the introduction of shame into creative self-expression. And I think that Debbie Friedman is instrumental, no pun intended, in making sure that we keep that around, at least in our Jewish lives, because there was so much separation of cantor and bima and clergy, and then congregant being so separate. And she really was so important in blending that divide together. And so that is why we're here today, and that's what I'm going to be giving my sermon on. We're going to be like the embodiment of this, and I'm really excited to be able to do that. So let's go over a little bit about what we learned last time. Okay, who's ready to clap? It's going to go. Let's try it. Here we go. I like to be in a bed. We go. 3, 4. Here we go. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone. Through what shall we all live in peace? Ready to clap just 2 times. 1 and 2. The children sing, the children dream, and their tears may fall, but we hear them call, and another song will rise, another song will rise, another song will rise, not by might, not by might, and not by power, but by Spirit alone, shall we all live in peace. Here we go. Clap. And 2. And that's all. The children sing, The children dream, and their tears may fall, but we'll hear them call, and another song will rise at the levels. Another song will rise, another song will rise. Here, not by might, not by might, and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Get ready, clap now. Awesome. The children sing, the children dream, and their tears may fall, but we'll hear them call, and another song will rise, another song will rise, another song will rise. Last time, let's make it good. Not by might and not by power, but by Spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might, is the coda, not by power. Shalom. Awesome. Very good. I can't think of a reason to sing that today. Can you? I'm very glad I know this song. Okay. So back to our story where we left off. We were talking about Debbie Friedman's role in feminism, which was just as, integral to her as her Jewish spirit. So we learned not by might, and we said how she changed the lyric from shall all men live in peace to shall we all live in peace, and decided from then on to be very cognizant of the use of gendered language. So another really remarkable example of this is she started using the more feminine versions of the Hebrew text, including the wives of the noticeable men, and using more feminine versions of the words. So if you take a look at lechilach is what the commandment was for the male counterpart, and lech lecha is the female version of the same thing, which really means go be a blessing. He said Abraham, lechilach, and Sarah, lech lecha. So we get to hear both sides, and I would love to sing that. This is one of my favorite Debbie tunes, and I forgot to bring it up, so here it is. Okay. If you know it, sing it. If you don't, sing it anyway. Yes, singing well is not required. And singing is not required, but it's fun. Here we go. Lechilach, to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechilach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechilach. Now back to the beginning and the second words. Lechilach, and I will make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechilach, to a place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechilach. Before we go to the coda, let's break this down a bit. So everyone please say, lechilach. Your turn. Lechilach, la 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 la. These are different words there, depending on where you are. Lech lecha, lech lecha. So if you notice, lechilach, and and rest. Lech lecha. It's like one starts a little late and then catches up. So they end at the same time. La 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 la. Try it. La 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 la. Good. Now, if you're really comfortable in the low, you can kind of switch down. La 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 la. And then you can kind of stay down and coast with us at the lower octave. Whatever feels good. You can make up a harmony part. You could do. We call that sometimes. In jazz, if there's like an extra chord that clashes but sounds good, we call it a blue note. And if it doesn't sound good, we call it a green note. So blue notes and green notes, all welcome. I digress. Okay. So la 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 la. And now, so can anyone just like use your sort of Minnie Mouse voice and go lechi la? Let's try it. Okay, when I teach little kids, I call it High Hootie Town. We're going to High Hootie Town. Okay, so if you feel silly enough or comfortable enough to do that, that's where we're going to find. Try that. Yes, I had a student come in for the first time and she says, I do not sing high. I don't know how to sing high. Just doesn't happen for me. And I said, how would you talk to a box of puppies? And she went, oh! And I went, okay. So literally in 5 seconds, I'm like, you're a soprano, congratulations. So think of your puppies if you need a little bit of impetus to get up there, or you can come down, either fine. On your journey, la 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 la, ooh, la 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 la, try that. La 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 la, and you shall be a blessing. And you shall be a blessing. And the second one is, you shall be a blessing. Without the and, go for it. You shall be a blessing. We do it again and we add the little tail. You shall be a blessing. Lehi lach. Right? And then we do that with a different word. So let's give that a try. Here we go. Lehi lach, to the land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lehi lach, on your journey I shall bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lehi lach. Repeat side, back to the top. Number 2. Lehi lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Here we go, Hootie Town. Lehi lach, on your journey to a place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lehi lach. Keep going forward to where it says and up. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lehi lach. Very nice. Wonderful singing. Okay. If we're gonna, this is being recorded. If we listen back to that, whatever you guys hear in there, it's like it gets kind of manicured out, and you just hear the buzz of the whole group, and we're all greater than the sum of our parts every single time. So I hope this recording does come out well. It looks like it's doing fine. And when you hear it back, you're going to hear the overall effect, and I think you're going to be very pleased with that. Okay, back to, here we go. Okay. Not a direct, okay, this thing is not, it says not a direct quote, but more like a midrash, as the rabbis do. She kind of commented on the text in her own words. So this is one of the most popular things about her songs too. It really brings us in by using like regular people language to talk about this stuff. There's one that I don't have the music for it, but I can find it and put it up there if you guys really want to. But I wanted you to hear a song of hers called Devorah's Song. So I'm going to put it on. Because that was a strong female, another strong female character. Place the camera to it. Okay. Well, we got to watch commercials. Oh no. Feel free to sing along with her too. Okay. Okay. Love that song. We can circle back to that later if everybody wants to. Okay. There is one more. But did I put that here or later? I didn't put that there. There is one more song about a famous biblical woman, and we know who that is, right? I don't like to give this away early, but this is going to be the anthem for my Bar Torah. So I would love to have you guys learn it now, so you can sing it with me on Friday. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you know this already, but whatever. Okay. It's weird to like look here and read that and play here. So thank you for your patience. Okay. Here we go. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. The tapestry she wove was one that sang our history. And every strand of every thread she crafted in her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light. Here we go. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Number 2. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, a wonder of this miracle she soon came out to believe. With every thought the sea would part with outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom to the promised land. Yeah, mistakes are okay, that's fine. Here we go. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Here's number 3. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We just lived through a miracle, we're going to dance tonight. Here we go, make it good. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Let's do it one more time. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. All right. Is that anyone's favorite Debbie song? I think it might be mine. Yeah. I do. That's true. But this one I saw her do live, and there was something like to that I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best song ever. She had a guitar. I think she did give them around to the tables. And I'm going to talk about this on Friday, but yeah. Yes! It would be like a flash mob. Could we make that happen? Oh my gosh, yes. I'm great with it. Okay. And be like all secretive about it, right? So you just like bring it back. I love that. Unless just like a tambourine can stay secret. Okay. That would be great. I would love that. Okay. So significant female figures that we don't often get to learn as much about. And back to, yeah, okay. Okay, so moving on from that. Debbie Friedman had many health concerns as far as people have reported. A big one was called paroxysmal dystonia, which is a movement-induced tension of her muscles. So as she moved, they would just get very stiff. And so a lot of times, like her positioning on stage would be affected by this. She would want to like kind of stay pretty still. And she was misdiagnosed. Now I'm unclear as if that was the diagnosis or if that was the misdiagnosis, because I also heard that she had MS, which is a muscle thing too. But she says after a misdiagnosis, she was given proper medicine and finally able to move. So this gave her a new sense of freedom as she was able to move around more during her thing. In the documentary, they actually take us with her to a physical therapy session, and you see how like she's doing exercise, and after a while she has to stop, and the trainer has to like kind of pick her up and put her down because like she's just very stiff. And she says like with time it will just relax and pass, but she just has to wait for it to relax. So with that though, she says that she has a unique insight about what it is like to be impaired and what it is like to be healed and to receive divine healing. She approaches everything with humanity, humility, and courage, and this is what helps her reach people on a human, heart-centered level. It was never about raising herself up. It was about teaching and connecting to people their own Jewish faith so that they can feel most fulfilled in their Jewish experience. So we started talking about this last time, that she would take part in healing services, which is different than anything we've seen before because it wasn't Shabbat, it wasn't a holiday, it was a gathering and a service just for the sake of healing. Yeah? You had one here? Oh, wow. With her? Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. And so apparently she was like one of, the first people to be involved with that. So she would do lots of healing songs that we know, which we will definitely get to. She says that everyone struggles and everyone may experience suffering, but everyone is also capable of experiencing great joy at the same time. And there's also, there was a story that they said in that documentary too, where there was a little girl who was like quite inflicted with some kind of like body pain, and that she really didn't go anywhere. There's a lot of anxiety there. And they decided just to take her to this healing service with her. And she said her face was so lit up and it was the most joy they've ever seen her have at like in a physical place. So, the power of music and healing is really underappreciated, I think. So with that, let's look at those who sow. Is that the next one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I did my job. It's called Sowing Tears. Friedman Joy. Sorry. We sing this on the High Holy Day, so you may recognize it. So I will start it. You can sing with me, and then we'll go through it. So it goes. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy. Let's do that again. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy. Moving on. It's the song of the dreamer. From a dark place it grows, like a flower in the desert, the oasis of our souls. Come back where we belong. You who hear our longing cries, our mouths, our lips are filled with song. You can see our tear-filled eyes. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy. Let's do the B part again. It's the song of the dreamer. From a dark place it grows, like a flower from the desert, the oasis of our souls. Come back where we belong. You who hear our longing cries, our mouths, our lips are filled with song. You can see our tear-filled eyes. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy. Let's do those who sow one more time. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears, will reap in joy. Lovely. There's like a healing power to that, isn't there? Just like no matter what happens, it could get better. And I think for this one, our minds always usually go, I guess our bodies are trying to protect us. They always go to the worst possible thing, right? Like this happened, but that means this is going to happen. And then I'm definitely over with this. And then this is going to. So this song is like, no, like it could be fun. Like, let's just imagine, let's give ourselves a vision to strive toward with healing and that it's possible. And I love that about this. And then the next one we all know should be Misha Beira. Although, I always wonder, we do it every week, but I guess it could be a good time to go a little more in depth with learning the melody. Does that make sense? Does anyone feel they would like to do that? Okay, because if you're like, no, we know it, then I'll keep going. But why not? So let's sing it together once, and we'll bring it down. This is my key. It's actually a half step. Actually, Debbie Friedman sings it in a few different keys, I think. So this is what we do on Fridays. Here we go. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Yisheberach imoteinu mekor habracha lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. So that's the song we know and love. You probably do notice, but Misha Berach Avotenu, to our fathers, and then Mekor HaBracha Li'imotenu, to the mothers. And then when we come back, we say Imotenu first, and then Avotenu second. So it's a cool little feminism moment too. So let's go line by line. Now right there already, this could be high hooty time for some people. If you really want to come down, you can try that if you want to. Yeah, there's like ways. A lot of times when things are not in my key, there's like a creative way to like weave back and forth. Something like that. You can kind of weave it in and out. Let's try it. But experiment. I like the high voice. If it feels kind of. I know that's like a little. When we rehearse for High Holy Days, I do that a lot. And Rabbi Brian's always like, "That's weird, but cool." Like, I'm glad that you know how to do that because don't need to be singing all these high notes right now in the morning. Okay, so here we go. Just that much. Ready? Beautiful. Try that. Let's put that together. Ready? One step down. Now it starts the same way, but it flies away. Let me hear you fly away. Yeah, it's a very Jewish thing when we go, But it's a very Ashkenazi thing. So it's that ha bracha. So that whatever way you need to access. A lot of my students, we do a lot of like weird expressions like that. I remember I was working with Shai on something, and I said, "Could you be like, eh?" And he was like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Just do it, please." Okay. Okay, so let's put that together. So what comes after? Sorry. Let's try that. And watch these little. It's this little sigh melody. It's very beautiful. So let's do from the top. Here we go. Good. Next is may the source of strength. Try that. Yeah. Some people go, may the source of strength. Like, cool, whatever you learn is fine. I'm going to do what it says here. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us. Let me get a little dip down. That's good. Try that. May the source of strength. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us. Sorry. Good. Help us find the courage. Try that. And rest. Beautiful. Okay. And let's sing the second one. Emoting. Here we go. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Good. So that one's probably the toughest part is bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, because it's more moving melody and it's Hebrew. So let's do that part. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. Ready to go. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema. Keep going. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Let's try the whole thing. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Lima. I lost my thinking. Good. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imoteinu Mekor HaBracha Lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Lovely. So we have our own little micro healing service.
Just as an aside, Debbie always would make everybody, the first time that if it was a group and a healing service, she would say, this one's for you.
Aww.
And nobody sang, just she did. And everybody did it together.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm pretty sure she did that. I don't remember.
Okay.
But that was always the thing. You just had to be for you first.
Oh, that's great.
Really,
Actually, I remember, now that you say that, I remember watching a video of her doing it live. I don't think it wasn't a service though, it was like on a stage. And then she said that she was like, I'm gonna do it first and I want you to take it in and then I want you to sing. That's a really beautiful. Yeah, okay. I'm sure, yeah, she probably did it more times than um yeah, that's a really good note. There is something to be said for just receiving. And that's okay. Like in services, if you would rather do that than sing, that's fine too. Okay. So moving back to the words. Misha. Okay. Um, she did this prayer from her youth. Okay, yeah. So when she was growing up, she said it was just something they said, and she felt, why not sing this? Like, why not put this to words? So it was either a chant in a minor key, but not like traditional nusach of importance. So she's like, let's make this have importance. It was like really important to her. Um, In it, she seeks to empower regular congregants to participate in connecting to these prayers, not just being spectators who do not fully understand. In writing the English part, she's teaching the text and its significance, so we do not need special training in order to be able to have this level of Jewish experience, and it allows us to bless each other, which is wonderful. That's why I really like to sing too. So moving on from this, actually, a side note, I think I mentioned that in the next paragraph, but she wrote this apparently with her partner, her long-term partner from the 70s. Okay, so Debbie took the concept of tikkun olam very seriously. Much of Debbie's music weaves in the message of one's obligation to the community, to the world. She sang songs about justice and self-worth, with texts from liturgy, Talmud, and even the Constitution. So our next piece should be Ahavat Olam. Yes? Yes. So this is one we get to do in services as well, all about love. So sing with me if you like, then we'll break down. Ahavat Olam, Beit Israel, Amcha Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbeinu uvkumeinu na'asiyach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayeinu ve'orech yameinu ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. אוהב עמו ישראל. So if you notice, there is no English in this one because it's a longer prayer. It's just the Hebrew. So let us read the English before we go any further so we really understand where we're going with this. Unending is your love for your people, the house of Israel, Torah and the mitzvot, laws and precepts have you taught us. Therefore, eternal God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and rejoice in your Torah and mitzvot forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life and the length of our days. Then your love shall never depart from our hearts, Blessed are you, eternal God, who loves our people Israel. So it's just a very love fest of gratitude. And I think this melody does a really beautiful job of that. So let's go here. So this is a lot of Hebrew, so do your best. Ahavat olam, your turn. Good. Now to High Hootie Town. Beit Yisrael. Try that. Yes, that sounds great, you guys. Be proud of that. Okay, so Amecha. Just do that much. Ahavta. Does that much? I realize that broke up a word, so we'll put them together. Amecha. Try that. Good. Same words, different melody. Good. Just a quick note, even if you don't read music, you can kind of see how you can connect the dots on this one, right? Beit Yisrael, it has the big jump, and then the it's like a little valley that comes down and back up. So even if you don't consider yourself a music reader, you can follow a picture, and that can be a really good help. So that's why I always like to give sheet music when I have the chance, even if people say it's confusing, because then there's chord symbols and notes and rhythms and everything. But and you can see Amcha Ahav Ta is a nice long note. You don't have to know exactly how long. Okay, same melody again on verse 2. Torah u'mitzvot. Try that. Good. This one's a little harder than the first one. Chukim u'mishpatim. Chukim u'mishpatim. Yeah, and since you have an oo there, you can go ooh and get up to the high Hootie. One more time. Chukim u'mishpatim. Okay, next. Otanuli. So we climb up, and then we have it's almost like you climbed up the stairs and then you fell down the stairs. Okay. Otanuli madeta. Try that. Otanuli madeta. Ooh, ow. Okay. Otanuli madeta. Go there. Otanuli madeta. 3, 4, 1. Before we go on to the bridge part, let's go from the top. Here we go. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim. Sometimes when people sing this, they delay it. They go, Chukim u'mishpatim. That's kind of pretty. It's not what it says, but a lot of this is really oral tradition too. Like, which camp did you go to, and when did you hear Debbie Friedman sing it? So if you have one of those kind of variations, you can do them. Whatever makes you happy. Okay, so let's do Torah. Here we go. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim. I think Megan does that. Otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. So now we're gonna go up into the upper level of the house. Almost like we're a little guilty that we did something. We took a cookie. Okay, did I do that? Okay, these things help. They're silly, but they actually help access different parts of the voice. Any sound you make in your life, if it's like a yelp or like a yell or a sigh or a fetch, like anything you do is really related back to your singing, because your vocal cords don't know the difference of why you're applying that thing. So if you just play around with sounds that you make, you'll find that they fit into different stuff. And it's kind of a cool discovery. Just be ready to laugh at yourself when one comes out that you didn't expect, and that's fine. Okay, so Alkein Adonai. So we got a bunch of B, 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 B. and then A. So that's pretty easy. Good. Do that because this is like the hardest part. So we'll do a little slow. Ready and okay. Now here's the tricky part because the next part comes right away, and it's the hardest one. Let's do it just on words. Uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha. Just say it. Uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha. One more time. Uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha. One more for good luck. I love it. Uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha. Okay, so putting that in melody. Try that. One more time. Actually, do it one more time for memory. So when we put this together, it's going to come right away. Here we go. See, what I mean? That's a lot. When I first started singing here, I was like, oh yeah, that is really challenging, isn't it? Let me study that. Let's try Alkane together, then we'll keep going Alkane. Here we go. Keep going. Let's break that down. V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha. Say that. V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha. Sometimes you just gotta get your mouth around it. So just that much on the melody. V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha. Your turn. V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha. U'v'mitzvotecha le'olam ha'ed. Try that. And now we get to go back to the melody we know. Let's try it. Ki chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla negei yomam v'layla. There's one more verse. Ve'ahavadcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. This is a hard one too. If you know it a different way, you can do that. What it says here is mimenu le'olamim. There's 3 notes on O. Mimenu le'o, 1, 2, 3, lamim. So let's try that. So start ve'ahavadcha. It starts a little earlier than the rest of them. 1 and ve'ahavadcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. It's pretty, I'll do it. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. See, now this is the thing. She has a really good way of changing it once we think we know it, and she says she does that on purpose. So we want to go, Ohev Amo Yisrael. But if you look down at that bar. Ohev the mo goes up, not back down. So Ohev Amo Yisrael. It's kind of a way of being like, oh, that was cool, and also I'm not done. And then we do the Ohev Amo, then we do what we expect. So it's a little coda, cadential extension, we call it in conservatory. So let's go. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Now the one we know. Ohev amo Yisrael. So that's a good trick. Mm-hmm. She did not. She was kind of like an independent song leader, guitar player. She said she did a lot of like figuring out chords on her own, but she was always like in like the High School Musical. She was a musical kid. She was in choir. But as far as like conservatory training, like outside of like high school and stuff, no. She didn't go to cantorial school, though she did kind of like work with some cantors to learn some new stuff and to kind of help them blend styles with her. So but she was fluent in Hebrew. She had all the Jewish training. So she really could have, in my opinion, but she was not a cantor because cantors at that time were like bombastically classical, and she didn't do that. But now the cantorial school is named after her, so there is that. Yeah, right. It is like a full. I have to tell you, this is like this total side note. I had a vocal injury in 2017, and I quit opera because of it, because they're mean enough to you when your voice works fine. So I quit officially. So I started doing more like recording and whatever other singing I could do. And I slowly healed, especially like over COVID. I got to rest and it was great. And now I'm back and like people are asking me to do recitals and writing operas for me. So I'm doing an opera this spring. So full circle, right? You let it go. Sometimes it comes back to you. Oh yeah. It's gonna be in the city. Oh, I'm doing a classical recital 2 weeks from today in Baldwin. You're totally invited. We're gonna be doing some Rachmaninoff and some Bach. It'll be great. But yeah, it's something you let it go, and then it works out how it works out. What's meant for you will not pass you by. Okay, so we love that song. That's going to be prevalent in our services because we only have a few. I'm having a moment with the Man Rutman one, but I'll be back to this one shortly, I'm sure. Okay. It's 4:07. Okay, does anyone have any questions from what we did tonight, or you want to tell me a story? Do you have a thing to add? Do you want to ask for something next week? Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe it was in the documentary, or maybe someone else told us, or maybe you told us another time. Just going back to Nisha Vera.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so interesting the way she structured the song to have the feminism, but also the first verse is like asking for strength.
That's a great point. Bless those. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Help us find courage
Mm-hmm.
first, right? And then we're ready to.
I love it. Yeah. To what do they say? To have your oxygen mask first. Exactly right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
If they hadn't seen them, I have two different versions. One was 1999, one was 2002.
Yeah, we could take a look at those.
But
I guess they explained it if you can see them slides.
no, I think it's no. This has more pictures. It's
Uh-huh.
it's very interesting. So I can see if people want to take a look at them. I don't know.
Okay, so next time I'm going to get through these notes. We're almost done. And then I would like to just go and do all the songs we've done. It's like a little group singing. So we'll be more singing probably than any other time. If there's any song that we have not covered, I might have it in the list to do. You can see what the packet says. But if there's something not in the packet and you're like dying to do it, please let me know. I think it's very special that she was a close family friend to Alana Arian, and she was the one who kind of like pushed her into doing liturgical music. So we can thank Debbie for Alana too, which is great. Any other thing anyone wants to add before we? Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure. It's such a wonderful group of people. I feel the love. So please take this with you into services. Don't feel embarrassed because what is the opposite of shame? What is it? It's empathy. The opposite of shame is empathy. Because let's say I like walk out of here and fall on my face. Some people will laugh at me and go, Some people go, oh, I know what that's like to do. I hope you're okay. So we can be courageous and empathic and not afraid to sing. So with that, have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Stop recording.